Hmm. Yeah, I've run her a few times. She's pretty good. Yeah, I have to watch videos whenever, especially whenever I've got missions in the lab, having to pick up items. I'm like, I can't figure out where it's at because uh, your radar's blocked in the lab, so you can't ping a spot. You can ping it before you go in, but then once you go in, the ping
So,
goes away. What's up, Fernandez? So, yeah, I watch videos on anything that I have to do inside the lab. If I like, I've got one I got to kill Reese in the first eight
welcome
minutes
back.
of the match in the lab. Appreciate it, Fernandez. So, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Just run in there and find him and kill him. But yeah, so yeah, yeah, they nerfed the vehicles where it disabled them once you got in the gas or got close to him. Well, what we figured out and what we did to help people get it after we got, of course, we had ours done, is you could fly a helicopter high and it wouldn't disable it. You could sit there and just snipe him out of the helicopter. Yeah, you couldn't. You could snipe him just by sitting outside the gas, but then he'd run and hide. But if he's on a helicopter, you could just sit there and keep finding him and sniping him.
You know, I once traveled with a circus not far from here.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, PvP is a little bit hard, like when you got to do a showdown daily or something like that. It's hard to do, but as far as everything else, then yeah. I may invite a couple people over here to the chat to do Red Dead stuff for y'all out with that, or I can make a party with them. Either way. Yeah, I know you need to be able to hear what's going on around you, and we may be talking a lot doing this stuff.
You at your camp?
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll make a private lobby, Fernandez. We got to do one in a free roam, but we don't have a free roam to do it in, at least for the next 30 minutes. Alright, that's done. I'm getting ready to do the, here, just join in on me, Fernandez. I sent you a chat party invite. We'll go ahead and do this resupply first. So I got a resupply ready, so we'll do it first. We'll do a few things first here, and then we'll, I don't have a camp ready, but we can sell what I've got anyway for just for the daily. Very good. This is Lucky Fernandez. This friend of mine. We've known each other for what, about 20 years now. Lucky. We go back to PS3 Call of Duty days. Yeah, just join up on me and let me start my posse up. We'll do this resupply, at least get that done. Well, the one that we really need to work together on is the distance traveled by wagon with a posse member. Uh, I'm just keeping an eye on the free roams because we got to get 3 player kills with explosives so we can use explosive arrows. You got explosive arrows now, don't you? Or you make them? It's not a collectible. It's just a level, and you buy the pamphlet from the fence. You need to. Is your trader maxed? Is your trader maxed before you go any further? No. Is your trader roll? Is it max level?
I've seen a lot of people roaming about the woods with strange flashing devices lately. Ain't sure what's going on.
Well, I'll let you make the stew so you can get the trader XP then. If you want to make the stew, just let me know if you can't make the crypt stew, and I'll make it. Alright, that's fine. Let's see, what collectibles do we have to get today? Alcohol, bird eggs, and then soda. So I need to put alcohol bottles on here. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now on those. We'll get them. You got the stuff to make the crypt stew. You have the stuff to make the crypt stew, Fernandez? I'll make it. Yeah. I was just letting you do it just for so you could get the trader XP. All right, let's do this resupply real quick. Knock it out.
You know, the chemicals I use for the tanning, after a few hours, the effects are rather pleasant. Definitely a perk of the trade. Anyway, I seem to be going through it at quite a rate. Could you track down some more for me?
Sound good, let's go.
Tanning supplies. And we can ride together on this wagon. That should give us some of our distance.
Hey, you! Get out of here!
Copy that.
Oh shit. Who blew up the... Somebody blowed up the wagon. Yeah, we'll have to go back and get another one. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never had them do that before. I'll go get another one. I seen a player up there that was red. He might have thrown a stick of dynamite in there and blowed it up on us. Yeah.
Okay, I got another job for you, partner.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, strictly speaking, you're still my boss, but I like to think we've always had a pretty flat hierarchy, right? Right. So, could you
I'm
get some
starting
trucks
another
load of serving
resupply.
supplies for me? I just ran out again.
We got to do this with at least 5 minutes left.
Nice work.
Alright, there should be plenty enough room for us both to get our 7 mediums donated.
Okay. Hey.
Hey, what's up, Soph?
Nothing, I got a question.
I'll try to answer it. Somebody's horse dead over here.
Can I join you? I'm kinda new JS trying to figure stuff out.
Well, right now we're just trying to knock these dailies out real quick, and then I'll be going to Delta Force. So I'm kind of trying to rush through this stuff.
Okay.
We're well stocked for the time being. That's top notch. I'll take whatever I can get. Good stuff.
I think crows are considered small animals, Fernandez, if it goes in your pocket.
Yeah.
Ravens are medium, though. The small alligators count as medium as well, and I think
In March 5th, need 2
coyotes.
more.
Yeah, I'm 4 or 5, or 4 or 7. You got to have 7, not 5. I got you 2 over here. Come over here to me. I got you too, Fernandez.
For me it's 5 BC. I'm a low level.
Oh, okay. Right there at my horse, there's two laying there at my horse you can take. Oh, shit. Oh, good, I broke it. Got lucky there.
Stocks are looking good. Beautiful. Excellent. Thank you.
Ah, ravens don't count. Crap. I gotta find two more.
I'm done. It's counting for me.
Yeah, ravens don't count. I had two ravens. I forgot they don't count for some reason. What in the world's that noise? Oh, that's my washing machine. Must be off balance. I don't think loons count neither. I think there's some time right up here. That's oregano. Mama's getting the dogs excited. Well, he's saying, feed me, Seymour. Yeah, when my dog passes away, I'm thinking about getting me a couple of Rotties. Which will be rough on me because you got to keep them on a tight feed schedule or they'll get obese. And I'm bad about just filling the bowl up and letting dogs eat when they want. Yeah, wide open. What kind of dog was he? Yeah. Yeah. Bird egg over here, Fernando. You gotta get bird eggs. There's one right here where I'm at. Alright. Alright, you're fine. You're fine. Go ahead and mark it. I'm gonna go see if I got the last two that I need for my donation. Oh, okay. It should be laying on the ground. I shot it down already.
Supplies are looking healthy right now. Very nice.
Okay, I don't think those counted. One of them did. I need one more medium animal. I need a spoonbill or a pelican or something. A rugrat. Yeah, your dailies may be different than mine, so just let me know if you do or you don't need whatever I'm going after. Yeah, the generals will be the same. I'm just saying the roll dailies. Yeah, I gotta sell to her. I gotta get 3 bird eggs and 3 alcohol. Yeah, I'll put them on. Yeah, I'll put them on the map here in just a minute.
Supplies are good. I'm a happy man. This is good quality.
Okay, that's done, and we'll let him make some items because I'm 60 out of 80 right now. We'll try to let it get close to being full because we got a lot of other stuff to work on. Let me go make something at my wilderness camp real quick, and that'll be naturalist done. Okay, that's done. So I've got 5 of 7 done there. You got moonshiner. So, okay. Let me go get my alcohol bottles. If you want to get these alcohol bottles with me, you can. I'm going to get 3 of them. Okay. Well, I'm going after alcohol bottles and bird eggs is all I'm going after. And then I got to sell them at them. Alright, there's an alcohol over here where I'm going now. Have you at least got you a horse now, or are you still having to ride saggy tits? Okay, so you're still on the starting horse. Okay, you can ride with me then, because if not, you'll be lagging way behind on getting some of these places. Hang on, let me mark this next, and then I'll come and show you. Yeah. Hone them PvP skills, Lucky, because I need you to carry me in the PvP of Delta.
On collect, I'm LVL7 now.
Oh, nice, Fernandez. You do. Run and hide. Yeah, that's my problem. I have trouble hitting them in the head most of the time. Bird egg right here too, Fernandez. How come it didn't mark that one? that. Now, you said you needed 3 flowers, right, Fernandez?
(0/2).
Oh, you just need 2 flowers?
Yeah.
Okay. There's one right here. And there's one over here.
(0/2) American wildflowers. January 2nd. One more.
Okay.
After that we can go to the ladies if you want to sell.
We'll do that here in a little bit. I gotta look and see where she's at first.
Copy.
I still need to get some more bird eggs as well. Need to look and see where the duck eggs are at.
Sound good.
Having problems, Luck? Oh, yeah. Okay, let me see what I got here. Okay, I need to make 2 sales to the local buyer. Have you got a wagon ready yet, Fernandez? Let me see where Madame Nazar's at first. She's over outside of Emerald Ranch. Where's the duck eggs at?
Thanks, and for Bounty Hunter I need 0/1.
Okay. I'm going to go grab these duck eggs real quick. I'm on fast travel, so you can go do whatever you want to do until I get back.
To use my eagle eye. Okay.
What an idiot!
Madam Nazar's outside of Emerald Ranch if you want to ride over and do your sail tour, Fernandez.
You best be careful. How's it going now?
Okay.
You can use the fast travel post at camp if you want to. It's free this month. Oh, shoot.
Finish it.
Got railroad burn in 21 minutes. We can get the explosive kills there.
It's good to see you are not yet too illustrious for my humble company. I am sure there is something here to pique your curiosity. What have you found?
When we do the posse's wagon, I'm gonna have to step out for a bit.
Yeah, we'll make a private lobby for that.
Charming but commonplace. You have a few of those, hmm? Done. But the whole set is worth your while.
You got Moonshiner Fernandez? Okay. Okay. That's no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and do my bounty or my moonshine dancing for 2 minutes, and then that'll be all my roll dailies. Then we can start focusing on generals and your roll dailies as well. What roll dailies you got left?
I have finished this batch. We
Do
can
you
proceed.
have tracking arrows? No, but what I'm getting at is if you have a tracking arrow, because if it's not one where you have to,
My, it is rare to find anyone worth a damn these days. Nice to see
well,
an exception. Well, thank you. Time for a show.
just parlay with them. Yeah, there's some douches on today.
Okay, hope y'all like this one. We sure did.
No, what I'm saying about the eagle eye tracking a bounty is if you don't get, most of them you don't have to track. But what you can do is you shoot them with a tracking arrow and let them run, and then you can track them that way and still get used to that or get that daily done that way. It might work if I shoot them with it. I've got tracking arrows. It might work that way too. You should be able to track them that way too. Yeah, I went to Moonshine to get my roll dailies done. We got 17 minutes to do this railroad baron will start, and after we do that, we'll make a private lobby and knock the rest of your stuff and the rest of the generals out. Yeah. So you just got the one bounty hunter roll daily left to do then. Okay. Well, we'll make a private lobby after we do this railroad baron here in 17 minutes because we need to get kills with explosives. We can do it in that. Why does that not count? Is it? Hang on. I barely can hear you. Hang on. I gotta play with the band, not dance. Now what was you saying, Fernandez?
Yes, I hope y'all had a good time. We sure did.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, our generals should, even if you're level 1 just started, the generals should all be the same. Yeah, we'll knock that out after we do the railroad baron, and then we'll make the private lobby. I'm just gonna do one wave and get out though. I'm not gonna try to finish it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and Jill Lake, damn, yeah. And then we gotta kill and skin banded Gila monsters. Gotta pick some creeping time and then travel with a posse member on a wagon. We'll get that. We'll do my delivery, even though if it won't be full, we'll do it. You got trader rolled, right? Alright. Well, once we make that private lobby, we'll do a distance. That way you'll get more XP out of it.
We have some new clients.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to max that one out. That one and Naturalist are pretty easy to max out. Yeah, I'd get Moonshine before I got Naturalist. Uh, you said you've got explosive arrows? No, it's a general daily get kills with explosive in free roam. Okay. Well, you can just go in with me on it, and then whenever I get my 3 kills, we can just dip out. Use that fast travel this month, though. It's free. I like it when they make it free. Yeah, we'll do your bounty daily after we make a private lobby. That way we don't have to worry about these douches messing with us. Yeah. Nice. It's not really that hard to level up on. I mean, it goes pretty quick. I mean, it's been out on console what, a month now? You don't upgrade the guns. You can modify them. You have to upgrade your black sight though. You just got to get different items or get enough money to buy the items for the upgrade. Oh, the first descendant. No, I've not. No. Pug G. Yeah, I might as well do that too, because we got 5 minutes before the free roam event comes around. Right, right. Yeah, you need to get you a better horse. Saggy tits isn't no good. Well, you should make a decent amount of money if we can get a full, or even close to a full wagon on a long distance. You should make a couple $100 off of that. All right, jump on the horse with me. We'll go up here and try to get our time before We got 3 minutes. We might be able to get the time. Just jump on here with me. If I can find it quick. Don't jump off yet. I'll let you know when I find it. If I find it real quick. I used to know where it was at up here, but I know there's some up here somewhere. I don't spend as much time up here as I used to. I used to know this spot up here like the back of my hand. This was my hunting grounds before Trader come out. And even after Trader come out, this was my hunting grounds. Yeah. Well, this is a good hunting spot if you can get your camp in the right spot up here. For mint. We need to do another resupply, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Indian tobacco. Alright, here's our free roam. Let's go do it, and then we'll find everything else. Bless you. We'll go to Blackwater to get the time. Yeah, you could try it. Yeah, that'll work. Any kind of explosive will work. It spawned me out of bounds, damn it. I got one. Alright, I got my 3. Yeah, you can't shoot me. Alright, let's just leave and go to camp. Or I'll go to camp and then you can join back up on me and we'll do the call to arms and then we'll make a private lobby to finish everything else. So you made battalion chief for Lucky? Or about what is it? So your battalion chief is over the whole house, right? The whole fire hall. Why not? Why? Hey, have you ever watched that Fire Country? You might like it since you're a fireman. Why? Why would you hate it? I like it. It's a good show. We're talking. Yeah. Have you ever watched the one about the fire jumpers? Now I like that Fire Country because do they really actually have prison camps like that, like they have on that show? Right.
Tell you I briefly trained as an acrobat in Portugal?
Yeah.
I think it's one of the reasons I've stayed so spry. He was a strange man. Claimed to be a mute, but talked in his sleep.
Are they, uh, Fernandez? I'm gonna do a quick resupply, so my camp will be going. If you want to just hold on for a minute, or you want to join and do it. Well, you join and do it with me because you'll get Trader XP. So are the camps like they are in that Fire Country? They don't have walls and stuff. They're pretty much like free men, but they're still prisoners. So in the fire country, basically the prisoners are in a camp. There's no fences or anything like that. They do have a guard that
Can't
stays
join you,
with them.
don't have it's up.
Sorry, Fernandez. No, right, yeah.
A Guinean once told me that no arrow flies true
They
to
get
form.
time off of their sentence
An
for it.
old phrase, but one I like to come back to when I'm grasping for moral justification. You know, like when there's a
You fine.
rob. So fly crooked, my friend, and do what you do best.
Right. Well, in this, they actually go to a different. They go to a different camp that's not even actually at the prison. And then after they get done, once they get out of prison, they can actually join the local fire department. Well, now in fire country, there's a lot of them in there that did commit felonies. Uh, but like say, every time they go to a fire, they get like so many hours or a day off of their sentence. And then if they do like a heroic thing, then they can get even more time, like months off of their sentence. Uh, well, well, like Bodie, the main character of it, he was arrested for I think dealing drugs or something like that. And then there's one that wasn't supposed to get into the camp, but he somehow got into the camp that was convicted of murder, but come to find out it was not even him that did it, and he ends up getting out because of the technicality. But
Well done.
they can't even do the fire camp. All right, Fernandez, you ready to do the call to arm?
Yes.
Well, that's kind of like I'm trying to get on with the company now to get out of where I'm working, and I have to get top secret clearance to even work there. It's they make fuel for the Navy. They make nuclear fuel for the Navy. is what they do. And I can actually say that because it says on their website that that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But now, like when if I get hired on there, which I hope I do, um, I can't even talk with fellow coworkers about what we do outside of work. That's part of one of the stipulations. But now, if I ever get financially in trouble, I'll lose my job. If I commit any kind of, because top secret clearance, you've got to have good credit and no record. So you've got to be able to have top secret clearance to even sweep the floors in that company. So, which when I done my interview, and that's one of the things that's like, yeah, let's just go ahead and kick it off, Fernandez. Vote to skip preparation. Um, so basically, when I done my interview, there's like, you got to be able to get top secret clearance to work here, whatever, and all that. I said, well, there's nothing on my record that I can think of other than speeding tickets. And they said, well, who of us hasn't got a speeding ticket? And they was like, well, what about your credit? I said, let's put it this way. I know there's multiple credit companies that you can look at. I said, let's just go with the one that max is 900. I said, mine's like 890. I said, so I'm not worried about that neither. The only thing I'm worried about not getting the job is my age. Well, that's what people's been telling me. They said, well, you're 55, getting ready to be 56. They kind of want people like that because you're in the age group to where they know you're not going to not work or, whatever.
Hey, waving hand.
Hey, Bianca. Well, I'd like to get on. Well, the thing about it is, I'm a chemical operator where I work at, and that's what they want is chemical operators. I've got experience. I've got college degrees. Uh, they're starting a whole new division, so I don't think the experience is going to be the issue. I think that would be my least of worries. All right, Fernandez, quit to free roam, or quit however you want. I'm gonna quit the free roam, then you can join back up on me. Mm-mm. Now they do the one interview, then they send you a packet to start. I don't even. We might have to do that again, Fernandez. I didn't notice if it completed or not. They do the one interview, then 3 to 5 to 15 months later, you end up getting hired.
I
But
got
throughout
complete.
okay, good. Throughout that process, it's like I talked to a guy that he done his interview and he got his call. He said, okay, they'll give
January
you a
1st
call.
complete.
They'll give you a call and they'll give you a job
wave
bid.
1 keycap 1.
So, good deal. They'll give you a job bid. They'll say, okay, we're offering you a job. Do you accept? You say, yes, I accept. Then they send you a big packet to where you got to sign an NDS and uh, all kinds of other paperwork. Then you got to go take your drug screen and your physical. Then the FBI does an intensive background check on you. So it's not necessarily a lot of interviews, but there's a lot of process to it. All right, you can join on me, and we'll go get this time done, Fernandez.
Now I'm March 7th on General.
I hope so, dude. It's $1.50 more an hour than I'm topped out now, just starting out. Whole lot better benefits. The benefits, dude. I can get a $2.5 million life insurance policy for just a couple
Loading in
dollars
now.
more than what I'm paying for like a $350,000 life insurance policy where I work. Plus, we could go ahead and make we could go ahead and make a private if you want to, Fernandez. Jump to another server. Plus, I can get $1 million accidental death insurance policy for just a little bit more than what I'm paying for like a $400,000 accidental death now. Plus, they have Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Uh, I've got Cigna right now, man, and it's the worst insurance you could get. Okay. Let me disband my posse real quick. Do you want to do it, or you want? Let me do it. That way, we'll be here in Blackwater for the time. Yeah, that way we'll be, because we got time outside of Blackwater up here. I just got to find it. Yeah, give me just a second here. So, and I mean, all the other benefits are just so much better. You can get identity theft. You can get cancer insurance. You can get, I mean, just, all right, hang on just a second, Fernandez. Let me get over here. Yeah. All right, I'm ready. Just let me know when it's processing. Yeah, let me know when it's processing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It should have worked. Yeah, it should have worked. It kicked me out. Well, yeah.
Gonna send the invite now back to you.
Yeah, send an invite. Even if you commit suicide, that's good. Because most life insurance policies won't. Yeah, and see, and that a lot of people don't realize this, and because I've always told people, they're talking about, well, man, you ought to be checked. That spot, you might want to get it checked for cancer or whatever. I'm like, I don't want to know if I've got cancer. Well, why don't you want to know? I said, because if I get cancer, I'm not taking the treatment because 95% of the time the treatment does not work. I said, and if I refuse the treatment, they consider that committing suicide. You want me to join yours, Fernandez, or you want to join mine? There we go. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry. All right. The life insurance. Nice. Committing suicide.
There are 3 collector's items here.
Hey, go ahead and get them, Fernandez. I'm not going to get them. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, see, this company that I'm trying to get on with, they're a government contractor, so well, one of the things about the life insurance or the health insurance there, they've got 2 different policies. One is low deductible, uh, high out of pocket. The other one is low out of. Anyway, I was looking at that. Anyway, but the thing about their health insurance is if you use tobacco, they charge you $75 extra a month. Okay, but but they have a plan to where if you even if you vape, they consider vaping the same. $75 extra. It might be a paycheck, but I didn't look at it real close. Uh, but anyway, uh, they have a program to where if you are a tobacco user, it's free to use and help you quit using tobacco. And once you've quit, then after I think a couple of months after you quit, they stop charging you that extra $75 on the health insurance. Hmm. Yeah. Come to me, Fernandez. I got a patch at Creeping Tom. Right. It'll stay in your system. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, the thing about it is I want to quit for the simple fact that where I'm trying to get, well, that I don't really give a shit about, but where I'm trying to get on at is I can't use tobacco. I can't have tobacco while I'm working. Well, basically, you can't have a spatting apparatus. Oh, you dip that nasty stuff, man? Copenhagen. Hey, if I'm gonna dip, man, I'm gonna dip something good and expensive. All right, let's argue over that word that you just used. A no, a roll. Okay, I quit dipping for like 10 years, and then when I started back, I went into a tobacco store. I said, "Give me a roll." She handed me a half roll. I said, that is not a roll. She said, "No, that's a roll." I said, "No." I said, "Listen, honey, I've been dipping since I was 5 years old. That is not a roll. That is a half roll. I want a full roll." She said, "Well, what do you think a full roll is? It's 10 cans." "Oh, that's a log. We have to special order that." I'm like, "Really? You're shitting me." Here's some more creeping Tom here, Fernandez, for the daily. Yeah, that's what. Well, the lady that was selling it to me. Let's go down and get our banded Gila monsters. Hop on here with me, Fernandez. The lady that was doing it from selling it to me, she was like 30 years old.
In May 5th now.
I was like, I've been dipping and chewing tobacco longer than you've been alive. I've been dipping since I was like 5 years old because my grandfather kept rolls of skull in the refrigerator in the basement. We had a refrigerator in the basement. The freezer worked, but it would only get as cold as the refrigerator. It would not freeze nothing. So when he bought a new one, he moved that one downstairs. And the refrigerator stayed full of cases of Pabst Blue Ribbon in the refrigerator, and the door was full of rolls of skull. And when I say full, I'm talking he probably had 30, 40 rolls of skull in there. And he probably had friggin' 20 cases of Pabst Blue Ribbon in there. He get
Sorry,
down a
April
case or
7th still.
down a roll. We'll find you another one. Down a roll, he'd go buy another one. And the we're talking about back in the 70s. Uh, we'd go to a store and he'd pull up and he'd give me the money. He'd say, "Go in there and buy me a roll of skull." Well, I'd go in the store and tell him to give me a roll of skull. The first few times, they's like, "Well, you're not old enough to buy it because even though 18 was the legal age, you're not old enough to buy it." I was like, "Well, I'm getting it from my grandfather. Here I am, can't even look over the counter." And I'd say he's sitting out there, and of course they knew him. You know what I mean? And it got to the point to where I could go in a store and buy a can or whatever. When I was by the time I was 7, 8 years old, I could go buy a roll or a can. Most of the time, I just bought a can because I'd be out and run out, and I'd go buy a can. And I'd say, "Well, I'm getting it from my grandfather." "Oh, okay." They wouldn't even question it. So I was buying it when I was 5 years old. But anyway, the whole thing is I started drinking when I was about 5, 6 years old, and I started chewing tobacco when I was about 5 years old because I had free, easy access to it. You know, where am I going? Uh, but I mean, people's like, "Well, how'd you get it that young?" I'm like, "Dude, if I wanted a 6 pack of beer, I just went in the basement and took it." Because my grandfather, we never locked our doors back then. You didn't have to, and so his friends would come over if we wasn't here. If we, say, went to town or went to the stockyard or whatever, and they'd be sitting in the basement. They'd drink them some beer. So when a 6 pack or a half case or
Hey,
even a
can we do
case
the
was
camp
gone.
delivery? Cause I'm gonna have to go. If you need the posse, sell. I'm getting some calls and I'm gonna have to get off the ga.
Yeah, I'll get us down here to Armadillo and we'll go to back to camp and do that. So it's like I didn't have to buy it. I got it for free, but I cut my teeth on PBR. Cougar. I don't remember. Was that chewing tobacco or snuff? No, he always chewed skull. Box. Yeah, they called it a box. Yeah. Well, it technically back in the day it was a box because it's a cardboard can. It's just a round box is all it was. All right, go back to camp, Fernandez. It was a cardboard box. So it technically was a box. I miss the old cardboard wax containers. Really, the only thing I don't miss about it is when you get sweaty, you'd have a pocket full of snuff. Make sure your guns are clean, Fernandez, and we'll send this.
I've done what I can with the stew, but it ain't the best, I have to admit.
You ready? I just need 6 more goods for a full wagon. Can you wait about 10 minutes, Fernandez?
Okay. Yay.
Go ahead and eat you a stew here. What are you doing? Zero damn easy. You've got a helmet over. You've got a helmet over level 4. Mm-mm. You have to have one less than level 4 if it's giving you that. Uh, you sure you're not on normal? Yeah, double check because on easy you can go in with just knife only. Let me throw him a couple of goods here because he's.
Guess beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, since we're this close to a full wagon, let's get a full wagon so you can get you a little extra money. Because that 5 goods will make a big difference on your payout.
Yeez. After the delivery, Ema step out.
Okay, Fernandez. Yeah, after we do this delivery, I'm gonna get my Gila monsters. I'll probably be going over to Delta Force. So if you want to just stay in this lobby, just go to your camp and go in your tent. That way you won't lose the lobby.
Not to worry of the others daily.
Well, what I'm saying is that way you don't get messed with doing your collector run. Just go after we do the delivery. Just drop posse and go to your camp and sit in your tent, and it won't kick you out. That way you can keep this private lobby for yourself.
No worry because I'm gonna jump on Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Oh, okay. So, Lucky, how bad are cars about rusting the undercarriage up there? What
I
about
have finished
Hondas?
my hunt on some guns.
Well, I was look. I'm looking to get my daughter not a new car, but a newer car. And I was looking at my daughter. We're in Tennessee, but here's the thing. Here's why I'm asking. I was looking at a 2018 Honda Civic that was purchased and stayed most of its life in Indiana. It didn't say. It just said it Indiana. On the Carfax, it just said Indiana. Yeah. Well, I want to put her in something. Hondas and Toyotas are. I'm a Chevy man, but honestly, Chevy is getting as bad as Ford anymore. Hondas and Toyotas are the best vehicles you can buy on the market right now. Oh yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. What was that one? I think that one was about 70,000. That's not 70,000 on a 7-year-old
Make sure
car is
you
not
don't
bad
get
at
kicked
all.
out. Jedge.
Well, don't mind me. Supplies are starting to run low, just so you know.
Let me call my wagon, Fernandez. He's about out of goods. I don't think he's going to make those last 3. It's halted. Let me get my wagon, put some stuff in there. Well, Honda's pretty good. Honda's pretty good about the undercarriage treatment that they put on their vehicles. See, I'm not big on Hyundais, man. Hyundais, I'm just
Getting a little low on supplies here. Well, this is a particularly fine specimen, I must say.
yeah. Well, most trucks too, especially up north. I mean, of course, my truck, I've got mud tires on mine. Most
Please don't waste the
trucks,
leg loads.
I just put a pelt in there. Uh, most truck people don't run street tires. You're breaking up on me, Lucky. Yeah, most people don't run trucks with street tires, I should say. Most people have some kind of an aggressive tread, which slings even more. And cars never run an aggressive tread. They always run, well, not never. I'm not going to say never because I've known a couple people that's had cars back in the 70s and 80s when we actually got good snows here where I live at that didn't have mud tires, but they had an aggressive tire. It wasn't really a street tire. They had 2 sets of rims. They had their winter rims and they had their summer rims. Summer rims had regular street tires. Winter rims had more of an aggressive tire so that they could actually go in the snow. So yeah, I mean, plus with trucks, you've got a greater distance between tire and fender well, so it's got more room to actually sling stuff in there.
Very nice.
But eh, I mean, you get it's like the Honda she's got right now. It's an '01 Honda Accord, and it's got rust around the rear fender wells. It's a V6, but yeah, well, it's over 25 years. Well, no, it's yeah, you're right. It's right at 25 years old.
I'm a big
Well,
fan.
and the thing is, it's like I told her, I said, well, if I do get this car for you, I said, I'm going to keep the Honda Accord and I'm going to start driving it instead of my truck because I've got over 100,000 on my truck now because I drive it everywhere. But I love my truck. I love driving my truck. And even if I start driving that back and forth to work, I'm going to be like, man, screw that. I'm taking my truck because my truck's just, I got a 15 tonner, so it's got plenty of room versus being cramped up in a little car. But well, the only time I would drive the car would be just back and forth to work. Any other time, it would be the truck. But uh, and you know, people's like, well, when I went the other day to get my truck serviced at Toyota, get my oil changed, uh, I pulled in. I wasn't there 10 minutes. I'm getting a call from one of their salespeople in the Toyota. They're like, "Are you interested in selling your truck?" I was like, "No." They said, "Well, you know, we'd give you a real good trade in because we're trying because they can't sell new ones right now, man, because they're so overpriced. They need the used ones." They said, we'll give you a real good deal on it if you're willing to trade up to a new Tundra. I said, well, I said, here's the issue. You done away with the V8 and went to a V6 twin turbo. I don't like turbo because if the turbo blows, when the turbo blows, I have to have the whole motor rebuilt because it dumps all of the oil out of the oil pan into the top of the motor. I said, if you'll put me a V8 in one, I said, we'll talk. I said, I would be interested in possibly a 24 or 25 if you'll put me a V8 in it. Well, we no longer put V8s in the Tundras anymore. I said, well, there you go. Uh, yeah, I mean, the, the, uh, the thing is too, you know, they quit putting the V8s in. I think it was 2021 was the last year that come with the V8. I think it's the last year you can get the V8. I think in the Tundra was, and the thing is all dealerships are going. All right, Fernandez, we're getting ready to send this. All dealerships are doing it, but
100/100 see no evil monkey. Nice.
You know, I really
well,
feel
the
like
thing is, and
Let's go.
it's not so much the
insurgents are
dealerships doing it
so
as it is the government
if
pushing
you're
them to
the
do
right
it.
company, could you go make a sale? It'll be a bit of a journey, I'm afraid, but the
You
buyers
know,
there
and
will
so no, I might look for a 2020 or a 2021, the last year that they put the V8 in it. I might look to upgrade to that, but as of right now, man, I love my 15. If the motor blows, I'll put a new motor in it. I've already had to put a new transmission in it at 75,000 miles. And I mean, I don't care what ends up happening to it, I will just fix it.
The distance is working good looks.
Yeah. Do you pull a lot? Okay. Okay. Well, see, here's my thing. If I'd ever do retire and decide to get something, I don't want the camper. I want the
When you're
RV.
done, kick me out the possums.
The
I'm leaving the game on.
I want something that I
Once the
drive from
game, kick
place to
me out.
place. Okay, Fernandez. I want something that I drive place to place. Here comes the enemies if you want to shoot them. Uh, and then just pull a vehicle to, you know, drive
It's a pleasure playing the
in
game with you
areas.
again.
You want to shoot these enemies, Fernandez? Don't let it kick you out before we get the distance. Um, but that's just me. I mean, everybody's different, but me, I would rather have the RV and then just pulling a vehicle for driving around when I get place to place. Uh, because I've seen videos and I've heard people talk about pulling the trailers and some of the issues that they run into with those.
I
I
handed to
mean,
go, sorry.
you get in some places to where you're trying to back it into uh, your campsite, and it's like tight as can be, almost impossible to get a big camper that you're pulling. Now, if you got a smaller camper, it'd be a different story. But I mean, if I'm going to get something, I want something big. I want something because I pretty much would be living out of it at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew older couple been years ago that they sold everything they owned and bought a RV, and they said it was cheaper because they didn't have a water bill, they didn't have land taxes, blah blah blah. Um, so they just, that's how they lived. But now they bought like the biggest RV that they could possibly get. I mean, they spent like friggin', I don't know. This was back in the late 80s, early 90s. They probably spent, even back then, they probably spent close to $600,000 on this thing. But it's well, the thing is it slept like 16 people. But the reason that they bought such a big one was because they were living out of it, one. But two, they would go places, they's like, well, our plan is, if we go someplace we like it, we'll stay for a couple of months, maybe 6 months, whatever. If we go someplace don't like it, then we'll relocate. But they had 3 kids and like, I don't remember, like 10 grandkids, something like that. And they said whenever they go on vacation, these people had money anyway. I mean, they weren't hurting for money. They said when we go on vacation, or our kids or our grandkids go on vacation, uh, they can come and join us and don't have to rent a hotel room. They can just stay with us. So that's the reason they bought such a big RV. They didn't buy it just for the two of them. They bought it so that, you know, say two of their kids and five of their grandkids wanted to come and spend a couple of weeks with them on vacation, then they would come and literally stay with them at whatever campground they was at that time. So that's the reason they done what they did. But I mean, they were both. I think he had retired from the railroad, and I think she was like a RN or LPN or something like that. So they had money. They weren't hurting for money. And then, like I say, they turned around and sold their house, their cars, they bought them a little car so they could pull it behind them on a trailer. And see, that's another thing. If I was to do something like that, I'm not one of these that's going to take the drive shaft out and pull it on the wheels behind me. I want a trailer to pull it behind me on, because I don't want to be traveling around the states wearing tires out from place to place and rear end. Even though you pull the drive shaft out, yeah, you're not doing anything to the transmission or the motor, but a lot of people don't realize you're still putting wear and tear on the rear end. Unless you got a front wheel drive and then you put it on a car dolly, then that would be a different story. Well, no, here's the thing though. You can get the even the pull drag along campers and the RVs too. You can get those with a compartment to store a motorcycle or a small car in. So you're not really hauling it. You're hauling it, yes, but it's internal. Yeah, you're breaking up again.
The hell with you.
Thanks you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Fernandez.
See you around, buddy.
All right. I don't understand this. What's going on with PlayStation right now? I try to invite somebody to my game and it tells me to start a multiplayer game. I'm in a multiplayer game. It does that on Delta Force too. What is up with that? No. I mean that I can have 6 people in this lobby. It does that on Delta Force too. That's if I'm trying to invite them through the PlayStation through their name. I can invite them through the game, but not through the PlayStation. It never used to do that though. Ooh, legendary. I'm gonna leave the chat party for just a few minutes till I finish this stuff up. 'Cause I sent her an invite to a chat. Let me see if she'll join the chat party. I did. As she left. Yeah, my daughter's calling. I'll be off headset anyway. Hey Bianca, how you doing? I'm I'm just trying to find my banded Gila monster. You gonna do the posse daily? Alright, well, I've done sent my wagon. Me and Fernandez done it right. We just started right when you sent me that message asking about it. So if you've got a wagon, we can do yours after I get this banded Gila monster. Uh, okay, good. We'll do that then after I get this banded Gila monster. I'm trying to find this dang thing. Oh, you got one? Okay. Skin it. That's my last daily right there. Okay. Well, I'm gonna disband my posse, and you start yours, and then we can do your, because that's the only one you really need help with, because you got to have somebody to do it with. I don't want to open catalog. See if I'm still a member of your posse. You're gonna have to send me an invite. Uh, I must have either you had to make room or I had to make room or something. All right, so we're going back to your camp. I'll fast travel back to your camp.
Look who it is.
You're up in the woods. Yeah, it's a good spot for hunting. Yeah. So you feeling okay today? Well, that's good. Have you talked to June or Lexa lately? They drop in on my streams every now and then. Oh, let me change my gun here real quick. Varmint rifle's not very good for killing with. Yeah, I think June and Lexus pretty much abandoned Red Dead. They've been playing GTA 5 the last few times I've seen them actually showing online. Alright, I'm ready whenever you are. Okay. You can do a distance if you want to. Yeah, this used to be my favorite spot for hunting and stuff before Trader come out, and then after Trader come out, this was a good spot for me. Let me jump on there with you. I need some ride time anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've only actually reset that in once or twice. Let me look and see. So that's under general, right? If I remember right, or travel. It's under travel. Yeah. Yeah, I've reset it twice so far. I'm 17 of 100 on the second reset set. Nah, I'm done with the collectibles for today. Oh, this is a long distance one. Yeah, back in the day before you could actually make private lobbies, this was a good place to set camp up because very seldom people hardly ever come up here. But anymore, it seems like every time I come up here, I see somebody's tent up there or see them up there hunting. Yeah. Yeah, I always liked when I was up there, I always liked to have it like at the close to the farm there. That way it didn't mess up the animal spawns, but then I was always right there real close to it. Of course, where yours is at, it's not a bad spot neither. But you got to go a little bit further out of the way to donate to crypts. What I hate's when they put it all the way down there, almost next to the river. It looks like we're going to have a shootout when we get there. We ain't got nobody coming after us yet. I can't open my catalog and do any shopping while we ride, can I? No. I got 4 gold bars that's burning a hole in my pocket. I've about got... Oh, I spend it when I make it. I need a lot of gold to finish buying everything off. I've just about got everything. I think I've got like 10 different items that I have to buy everything for cash, and then I'll have all the cash done. Won't have nothing to spend my cash on except for the essentials. I've got a lot. I still need, oh gosh, I need thousands of gold to buy everything for gold. I've got a lot of stuff for gold to buy. Some of the things in my catalog that says cash, I've bought for cash, but now the rest of it's, I've got to have gold to buy. Yeah, I need, no. You could buy the biggest part of it with that. I start with the cheapest stuff and work my way up. I've got a few more items. It's 1 gold bar each that I've got to buy, and then after that it's 2, and I've got some for. I've not bought any of the gold items. Well, I take that back. I've bought a few, but I've not bought. I've got a lot of gold items from Madame Nazar and Gus that I've got to buy as well. Oh yeah. Well, I don't like the biggest part of the things I buy even for cash. I just kind of a goal that I set when I started this account was to buy everything in the game. So, I mean, I probably will never even wear or use 95% of the things that I'm buying. That was one of the goals that I set because I knew I'd never completely finish all of the awards off. There's some of them I probably won't ever get even one reset on, like a thousand free roam missions. Yeah, I don't see me doing 1,000 of them. You're further along than me. I mean, even on my main account, I never reset that one. I don't think I've reset that one yet, neither. That's the only time I really work with crypts is when I've got a daily that I have to do a resupply or a delivery
What
or something
level's your
like that.
main account?
My main account watch is actually lower level than this account, but I started playing when online first came out, and XP was a lot harder to get back then. Then I quit playing for 3 years. Oh, really? Yeah, that was an issue there for quite a while. The game would just crash. It was a bad issue for everybody. And then I quit playing Red Dead altogether when it got to the point where you couldn't get your camp to spawn. There was no animals spawn, no fish spawn, or nothing. I was like, what's the point in even playing? I mean, I guess I could have done the free roam missions and and finished 1,000 of those, but I find most of them boring to do. And then, of course, back then you didn't have private lobbies you could make. You might could have done MTU, but I didn't know about it. So, you always had people trying to blow up your mission. That's wild. Without setting up MTU. Hmm. Oh, your NAT top got changed somehow. Okay. Yeah. Only thing is,
I was in Bianca's stream, and man, her money surprised me. Aha.
oh, okay, what? Yeah, and the only thing that's bad about that is you couldn't group up with friends when you're NAT tops like that. A lot of times. Yeah, that's weird. Dropping on you. Smashed you, huh? Yeah, you can. It's because you're up against the fast travel post. Jump off. Wasn't letting me jump off for some reason. You gonna loot any? Alright, I got them all. Appreciate it. I could use the money. I was down to $1,800. Hey, I got a little rank up too. Two more of those and I'll have all the suspenders bought. I got 2 sets of spurs I still got left to buy. One more necktie. So there's 2 gloves. 3, 4 sets of neck gloves. Or gloves rather, not neck gloves. One set of chaps. I'm about to get everything in the catalog bought, except for the limited edition stuff. Okay, Bianca, you're welcome to stay in this lobby if you want to do the rest of your dailies. I'm going to jump over to some Delta Force now and go harass Lucky a little while. Yeah, by the way, Lucky, oh, okay. This is Bianca. I met her just a while back. And Bianca, this is Lucky. Me and him's known each other for about 20 years, if not longer. So we've been gaming together back in the PS3 days. But I'm going to jump over to some Delta Force now, chat, and join me over there if you want to. Yeah, you're welcome to keep that lobby if you want